18. So I just left my appointment. I actually forgot to ask how many eggs. Such an important question, but whatever. She said that everything looks good, that they are growing, that there are a few that are size 15s, and she wants to see those growth in those. So she's actually gonna make me come back in for monitoring, which I kind of expected already. I come back in for monitoring in 2 days on Friday. Today's Wednesday, and she said that there are 2 that are size 18, and the rest are 15s and 16s. So she wants to see some growth on those. So it is a few more days than I expected, but as long as my follicles grow and they're patient and they're willing to wait till Monday, so it's not a big deal. So I'm happy about that. Cute. This little restaurant here. And this one right here. So Jones arrives in 2 days on Friday. He leaves tomorrow from New Jersey, and I can't wait for my babe to get here so that we can do things together and sightsee. It's such a beautiful city. We're also planning, he's planning to leave from Berlin, so we're planning to spend maybe, it might be just a day. Originally supposed to be 2 days, but since my egg collection is pushed back from what I thought it would be, so my egg collection will be on Monday, and we were planning to spend 2 days in Berlin. But I don't think that's gonna happen. We might just get 1 day out of it, depending on how I feel after my egg collection. So I just got a manicure and pedicure because I left the States 2 days earlier than I was supposed to. I picked oranges because orange is for fertility, and it's the combination of red, which is for love, and yellow, which means hope. So I decided to stick with those 2 colors, orange. So here we are. I got French. How's her skin?
Very good looking, she said.
Okay, good. I feel it. To chápu, no, vaječníky, jak to... Hele, takže vlevo, jo? 22.
No.
14. 15 a jdeme na druhý. Ano, přesně. Počkej, já si tady musím... Hele, 4 třináctky. 17. So I'm happy to say that my transfer is on Friday, which is today's Friday. My transfer is on Monday. So I'm all set up. My eggs, she said, when she went in, she started laughing. She said that there's so many, roughly about 20. And they're good size. I saw size 20s, 23s, 25s, 18s. I saw so she basically said that the smaller one, she definitely saw some growth, which I expected. And she said that there were a few smaller ones. Maybe those will grow over the weekend. I don't know. But I'm very happy with the results. Yeah, so what I was saying is I'm in my hotel now. Egg collection is in 3 days, and I go in on Monday at 10 a.m. So I do have to take, she gave me 2 Overtrol injections to take at 11 p.m. on the dot. They kept stressing how much I need to take it on the dot, which I already knew. So on the dot at 11 p.m. on Saturday, I have to take my HCG shots, and it's 2 of them. And then on Sunday night, I can't eat or drink past midnight. And she stressed that so much. She said they won't be able to do anesthesia if I do. So that's very important, which that's fine. And what else? Oh, and she said most likely my transfer will be on Friday. Yeah, so I'm happy. I mean, as soon as she went in, I knew that they were big because I felt them already. She was like, "Oh yeah, like it looks great." And there was tons of them, and they're all squished together, so they're not even like a perfect circle anymore. They're all like squished, and I don't know where my head has been. I completely forgot to discuss this with my doctor. Like, this should have been discussed like first thing as I walked in the door. And I mean, first of all, I didn't know about it in the beginning. I just kind of thought that was like an automatic thing. When it comes to IVF, they test all, your embryos for any abnormalities. So to my surprise, of course, it's an extra fee. I'm willing to pay it because I have had 3 miscarriages, and at this point, the reason I chose to do IVF, I can get pregnant. That's not a problem. I just can't hold on to those embryos. I had 2 miscarriages at 6 weeks and one was at 5 weeks. So I feel like I should get tested, right? I should get these embryos tested and know if any of them are abnormal. Why would I want to go through this whole process and then implant an abnormal embryo that won't survive? I have PCOS. I'm 37 years old and I've had 3 miscarriages. I think I'm a pretty good candidate for it. Everybody, decides what's best for them. But with those 3 things in my history, I think I should get it. Anyway, so I bring it up and she's like, "Oh, did you just decide?" And I said, "No, I don't know. I should have mentioned it, but anyways, here we are." So she's like, "Well, it's kind of late. You definitely wouldn't be able to do transfer on Friday. And it takes about 3 weeks." And she's like, "I really don't think you need it." She's like, "Your karyotype came back normal. Maybe if it came back abnormal, I would suggest it." She's like, "I'm not against the testing. It's just that, it does, the freezing and then unfreezing and thawing your embryos, and then and testing it and all that stuff, it kind of takes a toll on your embryos. You might lose them along the process." She's like, "That's the only thing that I'm kind of like, iffy about or whatever." And she's like, "I really don't think you need it." She's like, "It doesn't improve your odds or mean that you won't have a miscarriage." Which I understand that it doesn't mean like, "Oh, miscarriage, problem solved, like, you're good to go." But I do know that if you test these embryos, now you know that they're abnormal and, missing a deleted chromosome here and missing chromosome there, whatever. Now you know which ones are actually like, this is like a 70% chance, like this is a normal one. These are abnormal, like there's no point of even bothering. There's mosaic ones that still stand a chance. So I understand that it doesn't take away the completely a miscarriage, but it does help the odds of, with a perfectly normal, healthy embryo. Obviously I'll already know egg quality. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn about it. They they recommend not to. Not that they're against it. Like I said, it's just they think that for me, I don't need it. I think I have all the signs for it. Like, I think I'm the best candidate for it. I don't know. Every doctor is different because, you know, watching YouTube videos and watching doctors' YouTube videos and you know, girls that are going through IVF like myself and who have gotten it, their doctors, you know, do recommend it. So I don't know. Have any of you guys experienced this? Like, where you're just like, I think I should do it, and your doctor's like, you really don't need it. It comes. I'm like thinking while I speak and record this. So I'm sorry. Like if I if I sound like I'm all over the place. I'm just thinking, like, even if, let's just say, I don't know, I get 20 eggs. Yeah, 20 eggs, and I get a great amount that fertilize. Just to go through a miscarriage again. It's all I know. I mean, miscarriage is all I know. So pregnancy is actually scary for me too, but okay. And also tonight is my last dosage of Gonal and Cetrotide. So I take that today. Today's Friday, so today's my last dosage. And then, like I said, I take the 2 Overtrel shots tomorrow, Saturday. And then I'm done for a little bit. So I didn't get any sleep last night because my boyfriend's flight was delayed by 5 hours due to weather, due to thunderstorms in Newark Airport. So I just couldn't sleep. You know, I was just like, he has to get on this flight. And yeah, I just couldn't sleep at all. It was 5 a.m. Anyways, but here we are. And then I had my appointment was at 10, so I barely slept. And then I left my Airbnb, and now I'm at this hotel, which I love. It's so cute. It's in like the perfect place. Let me give you a little tour. Okay. So room is, you know, it's cute, basic, it's fine. But what I really want to show you guys is, hello Prague. Oh, so symptoms. I've been feeling good. I'm happy to say I've been feeling okay. You know, I can tell that my eggs are growing because I do feel, it feels like pressure, like light pressure. Nothing unbearable, nothing, I'm not in pain or anything. But like I can kind of feel like my lower abdomen like popping out a little bit. And I do feel some pressure. I thought I would have like mood swings. Like I read and heard about a lot of like horror stories of like women feeling, you know, just not feeling it basically. And I've been okay. I feel normal. I think what has a lot to do with it is that I'm out here, so my mind is kind of like also distracted. You know, I'm in another country. I'm able to think about not just, you know, 24/7, you know, how my eggs are doing and all this stuff. Like I'm able to explore another country and be a tourist. And that really helps get your mind off things. It's such a great pro to coming abroad. Your stress level is not up here. Like I've seen a lot of women do IVF like in the Bahamas, and you know, they're sitting on the beach. They're sitting on a beach, hanging out in the pool. So you can imagine what that does to your, you know, you're happy, you're happier. Anyway. what I bumped into, but they're having a great time. They're celebrating.
Make some new friends out here.
Look who finally made it.
About to go see my peoples.
Thanks for joining me, babe.
I just cut straight through the middle.
My babes finally made it.
We out here. Prague.
How beautiful is it? This is the St. Charles Bridge, which we're gonna cross. And we're gonna eventually end up, I'm about to point like this, over here. I can't believe we are in Prague making babies. It's a little cloudy today, but it's nice to walk around. There's a breeze and it's still warm, so I think it's like 77 or 80 degrees. But it's perfect weather to walk. All right, cheers to my last injection. My last injection of my stims. Well, my last injection until a week from now, until transfer. Oh, that didn't hurt. Yay, I'm so happy that didn't hurt at all. Okay, so that was one of the over trial. And here's number 2. That took forever to go in. And done. I'm so happy that's over. I'm happy that's over. I'm happy that I didn't get any bruising either from any of my stimulation medication injections. Morning. Happy egg collection day to me. I'm so happy like this day is finally here. I literally just woke up and still half asleep. Today is cycle day 17, which is a little later than I expected. expected. But here we are. And I'm so bloated. And I'm ready to get these big old follicles out of me. Talk to you guys in a bit. So I feel good. I'm just pretty bloated, especially if I haven't drank since midnight. I couldn't drink because of the anesthesia, but before last night when I was having dinner and drinking water and stuff, I definitely felt very bloated. Like, can't suck in your stomach or anything because it just feels so uncomfortable. But yeah, I feel fine. Just a lot of cervical mucus, and I'm starving, but it's okay. I'm ready to get this show on the road and see how many follicles I have. I'm ready. I've been waiting here for maybe 20 minutes, so I'm ready for them to come and wheel me out. I don't feel nervous or anything. Like, I felt good. Are you nervous for me? Are you curious?
Curious, but I don't really get nervous.
I know. Yeah, I thought I would be nervous, but I'm not. Oh, you saw my little slippers they gave me?
Mm-hmm. Little class.
I should have shown my belly, like how bloated I was. I forgot. I can't see it now. So I'm laying down. I look like I was, what, 4 months pregnant? I honestly looked pretty big. I looked like I was 4 months pregnant. It was, like I said, it was uncomfortable, but it was like on and off uncomfortable. Like I felt very bloated. Especially if I had to use the bathroom and pee. But it was still uncomfortable. Like we walked a lot after dinner. And I was like, not feeling it.
Tak, thank you. Bywa.
Good?
Dziękuję moc, pani doktorko. Tak máte tu zajebničku dneska.
I see you there.
I'm here.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's great. Yeah.
It's the best sleep ever. I wish I could take this every day.
Leave your hand down
Oh yeah, what she said that for?
so that this keeps going. You have to leave your hands down
Stretch.
so that the IV keeps going, because that's your painkiller.
That feels so good.
You're high.
Once the pain kick in.
You don't want the pain to kick in. That's the whole point.
Okay.
Don't worry, baby. You're just high as hell right now.
I feel gassy. I'm tired. I just want to get to bed. I'm so bloated. I'm ready, babe.
Ready?
Got McDonald's. Finally gonna eat. I saw somebody on YouTube say that it was tradition to have McDonald's after egg retrieval. So, so I decided to get some McDonald's, and I know you're supposed to eat salty food. So here we go. I'm excited to eat. Hey guys. So to give you an update, I feel okay. I just feel some soreness in my lower abdominal area. I definitely have a lot of gas and constipation due to the anesthesia. Besides that, my recovery is going well. So I do have some results, and I had 30 follicles, and 23 of them had eggs. However, the numbers do start to dwindle down, and my doctor told me that out of the 23 eggs, 6 of them were immature and 2 were abnormal. And then I was left with 12 mature eggs, and 2 of them were, which I never heard of this, but he said 2 of them were like borderline between, I guess, mature and like it's gonna catch up. It's gonna be a mature egg within like the next few hours or something, like within the next like soon or something. I was kind of confused. I was still like under the effects of anesthesia, so basically I was left with, out of the 23 eggs that were collected, I was left with 12 and possibly 2 more. So anyway, I was left with 12, definitely 12 and maybe 14 eggs. So the next step is to see how many fertilized. Yeah, it's just a waiting game at this point. See how many of my eggs and the sperm fertilized, and then we'll go from there, and then I'll get an update on day 3, and then on day 5, which is also transfer day. So they did prescribe me vaginal suppositories for progesterone, and I'm taking 400 milligrams of it, and I'm doing my first dose is tonight, and then after that I'm doing 1 in the morning and 1 at night, every day from now here on out. And so this is progesterone to support the pregnancy, and my transfer date is on Friday, in 5 days. So today's Monday night. Like I said, I feel fine. I did nap. Look at my stomach. Looks like I'm 4 months pregnant. So I'm still very bloated and sore, definitely sore.
It's like this.
Guys, we made it to the Berlin Wall, and we're just walking. There's a bunch of murals. There's a bunch of murals and graffiti written all over the wall, and it goes for like a mile or a few miles, I'm not sure, but it's super dope.